Hi everybody, and I just wanted to do a little quick reading for the Christmas holiday period, Christmas period. So it's a little bit late, but Christmas was happening for me, and I tried to record a couple of times, but it wasn't coming, so it obviously wasn't the right time. I hope you had an incredible holiday time, and it's a pleasure to be here. If you haven't checked out the weekly reading, I will put the link to that for this week, for the Christmas week. It's a really good one. And there's just so much going on right now. So much. It's so intense. Like, there's a lot of love winning. So it really is about, and the work that I do and these readings are about getting you into a vibration of love whereby you can experience it. That's how it works. Because when we focus upon it, the more people that we can get to focus upon true love, you know, true conscious awareness and love, the more we can increase the experience of that in our experience, individually and collectively. And that's what it's about. That's why it's really, really powerful, the group work, because it's just when you can get when two people focus together in love, that changes the world. When we can get 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100, 1,000, a billion people, can you imagine? It's so powerful. And I'm not gonna lie, not many people are in this state. It's essentially a process of enlightenment, of non-judgment, of awareness, of truth, purity, peace, joy, love, peace, joy, fun, freedom. That's what it's about. So that's what my readings are about. That's what they do. That's why I call them energy baths. They put you into the highest possible expression. So, and only by focusing upon that story can we experience those stories, can we start believing in love, individually and collectively. So I invite you to check out the weekly reading, or I invite you to join me also in a live energy bath. The yearly forecast reading I will be doing, and then a Q&A. The link will be below. Come with me. It's a great thing to do for the end of the year. The last one I did was out of this world. I mean, literally, it was so... We went into a different dimension. And it will impact your whole entire life. So, gift yourself with that. But before, we're going to have some fun here. I'm going to pull just 3 cards, and then a couple of oracle cards, just to see what messages want to come through. So let's just have a look. I'm going to do a bottom of the deck. Queen of Cups, bottom of the deck. She is the unconditional lover, and she communicates her love too. It's a feminine card, it's a soft card. It's also a card of receptivity, and a message for the feminine to be receiving, to understand that she needs to be receiving in order to be giving. The Queen of Cups knows that she needs to receive lots of emotional support in order to give. And then I think I'm just going to pull cards like this. So we're going to go 1. We're going to go 2. Ooh, what's here? We're going to go 3. Oh, wow. Okay, so some messages needed. There is some help needed here. Seems. Okay, so this is really interesting. So the cards, sorry, it looks a bit weird. The cards we have that I pulled as little messages. First card is Death. Second card, the 8 of Swords. Third card, the 2 of Swords. What do these have to say? Remembering that this Queen of Cups is on the bottom of the deck, meaning that it's very important that we are receiving unconditional love and giving unconditional love. Receiving unconditionally, That means there are no circumstances by which it's appropriate for you to receive or give. It just happens. We allow it to happen through us. She will make these energies easy to move through. That's the message. Talking about enlightenment, because this death card is a process of rebirth. It's a process of enlightenment for me, and transformation, transfiguration, and power and victory over death. That's really what it is. Very much like the Six of Wands, the card of victory. So, and there's so many riches in this card as well. It's like heaven exists, you see. It's the kind of juxtaposition of heaven on earth, you see. It's how we transcend death into eternal life. The yellow, the richness, the golden tones, you know. We're marching into that. This is what's happening now as we are marching into a new enlightened world. And I know those people that have been on the webinars with me completely understand what I'm talking about. This is why I want everybody, if you feel called and you're not sure, you weren't sure, please just do it, because this is about stepping into an enlightened world, and we need to be together to do it. I did not know what I was doing when I first kind of set that up, and I can't tell you how amazing it is. I mean, really, really, really amazing, and just such fun, but so beautiful. You know, when life is like so fun and so beautiful and new and like weird, powerful, that's this. It's like this marching into a new world, but we do have to let go of all the ideas that we have about ourselves and about the world in order to get there. And I'm here to hold your hand and guide us so we can make these cards fun. And it's love that makes it fun, because love says yes to everything. Anyway, yes, it is a process of enlightenment, of marching into a new world. And it's happening. There's nothing we can do. The mind is going to try and work it out, but it's not going to work, really. This Eight of Swords is about feeling trapped and feeling paralyzed and feeling as though you can't move. So it doesn't matter if we're in this experience, but just know what's happening. The swords are all these ideas that we have about life and about love and about ourselves and about everything. And we can see, and about society, but we can see how it's kind of creating an experience of trappedness. Even though the figure in this card is not trapped, she is not trapped. She can step free at any time. Everything is loose and able to be broken through. It's just an illusion. But I don't even think that we need to or want to try to break out of that. Just know that it's an illusion. Just know that it's a belief. Just know that we're believing things, and that's what's creating a feeling of paralysis. It's okay. We don't need to change it. We just need to know what's going on. We need to align with it. We need to let it be okay, because love says yes to everything. And then this Two of Swords is there is a decision to be made, but we can't quite see clearly yet. So it's kind of saying, take it easy. This is a big deal what's happening now. The more we become, I was going to say the more we become more, if that makes sense. Everything starts to kind of fall away, but we have to see things before we can experience them of falling away. Life wants us to see, to know, to be aware of what's going on. Don't be afraid. Allow yourself to be supported by others that love you and give your support to others in love. Reach out to others for support. Allow them to support you. Allow yourself to support others. And this is a very, very powerful message in terms of this experience. We are not alone. Out beyond ideas of right doing and wrong doing, there is a field. I will meet you there. So the full quote is, someday on this field, beyond ideas of wrongdoing or right doing, we will all meet. In the empty place where Rumi whispers, when the soul lies down in that grass, the world is too full to talk about. Ideas, language, even the phrase each other doesn't make any sense. And so, this journey is a path towards oneness. It is a process of enlightenment. It is a process of joy. It's a process of being equally human and equally divine, embodied on this earth. So the word, it's actually about being beyond enlightenment, because enlightenment, we have this idea that it's some kind of transcendental state which doesn't exist in the 3D or the practical world. And this is about the integration of that. This is why it's important that we all share the space together, that we all meet in this place called love and share there. Because the more we can experience the vibration of love, the more that's going to impact your whole life, which is why these group meetings, I believe, are so intensely powerful, because it raises us all up when we do it together. I had no idea this was going to happen until it happened. And I was like, wowzers. It broke me. The energy was so intense. It was just incredible. And so this is about how we engage our experience and a collective experience. It's about sharing. So we can either it's about receiving love and giving love. But we do have to ask sometimes. It's not even about asking, it's about sharing. When we feel trapped, if you feel like you're feeling trapped, if you feel like you're feeling unsure, you're not sure which way to turn, if you're feeling as though you're stepping into a new world and you're not quite sure what's happening, share it with others. Spread that love. It's love happening. It's love in action. And all the birds, I'm pretty sure, agree. They're having a little bit of a chat and joining us. So I'm going to pull 2 oracle cards as well. One from the Wild Kuan Yin Oracle, Alana Fairchild, as usual. Thank you so much, Alana Fairchild, for these oracle decks. They really are incredible. And to Blue Angel Publishing, who publishes them. And the second one from The Journey of Love. One is long, one is short. I'll do the short one first. I know some people like it short and sharp. Maybe they don't want to engage in the long one. So I'm going to pull a card from The Journey of Love. Alana Fairchild, Rasuli, Richard Cohen. This is the first deck that I used on the channel, I believe. One of my favourites. It's shorter. It's powerful. I think it's 64 cards. And yep, so let's pull this one. Wow, okay. Nice one for the Christmas period. Look at that imagery. Is that not just stunning? These cards blow me away. It's number 31, the Christ Flame. I'm going to put it there. And let's have a read. So just take this as time to just take a few deep breaths. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy the moment. Share it with me. Let me just speak these words. Powerful. Here we go. I think this is a powerful message for the festival of Christmas. 31, the Christ Flame. Within you burns the flame of Christ. Beyond religion, this flame belongs to all hearts willing to receive the divine, opening to it as a lover would open the heart to receive the beloved. Through the awakening of the Christ within brings greater closeness to the divine, and therefore greater love and depth of compassion. It too can bring sadness, righteous anger, and a passionate need to contribute positive healing action and change in the world. You may be an introspective soul who does this through mastering their inner world with meditation and yoga, raising your own vibration with absolute intent that this bring healing to the world around you. You may be an extroverted soul that thrives in sharing messages and living a life of dynamic action in support of the causes that are worthy and moving to your brave heart, capable of feeling divine outrage and responding with inspired action. You may be a combination of these soul types, and choosing wisely what you consume, which accompanies you support, what television you do or do not watch, and what you read, voting for the life you want to have around you in the world through your actions, internal and external. This is the This is the Christ flame igniting within you, setting the world aflame with the fire of divine love. This oracle brings guidance that you are connecting with the universal Christ consciousness, and your heart is meant to awaken as a sacred heart, bearing the Christ flame of divine love this lifetime. You are part of the wave of awakening happening on the earth now. You are exactly where you are meant to be and doing exactly what you are meant to be doing. Keep going. And the poem for this card is: love is more than words can define. It is a feeling which wells up inside and longs for release. It is a smile which starts in my heart and spreads across my face like a silly grin. It is a knowing so deep in my being that every cell speaks in a language only lovers know. And most of all, it is the beginning, the birth, the possibility, the promise of a tomorrow, the hope that grows into something we can only imagine when hearts combine and love becomes more. And so this backs up what I just said. And most of all, it is the beginning, the birth, the possibility, the promise of a tomorrow, the hope that grows into something we can only imagine when hearts combine and love becomes more. And it becomes more by us sharing it. That's how it becomes, like that light, that flame, that is one candle that lights another candle and lights another candle and lights another candle. That's what it's about. And actually, I'm not going to pull a card from the other deck. I'll save that for another day. This is what wanted to be shared. I love you all very much. My email server is down at the moment. And so the email I'm on currently is yourpsychicconsultants@gmail.com. So do ensure that you use that email for me. I am still available for personal readings. That link will be there as well. Please check out the weekly. It's still very, very valid and important. And please join me on my webinar, Energy Bath, on Saturday, December the 30th. It's at 10 a.m. Eastern time. Eastern Standard Time. When you book, you put in your time zone and it will give you, before you book, the time in your time zone so you can see if that suits you. If it doesn't suit you, if it's really the wrong time zone, please shoot me an email so that I can just know, so that I can maybe do some or move them around or try to accommodate more people. I try to accommodate as many people as possible. By putting in a time that I think fits, broad spectrum and also obviously me. So yeah, and I think it's a great thing to do. It's the yearly forecast, so I'll take a card for each month, And then we'll have a Q&A about anything you want to ask about the cards, about the things I share, about anything. About me. They're quite intimate. You do get to see me and talk to me and engage with me. And I share myself. So they mean a great deal to me. I'd like to invite you there. The link is below. Have an incredible new year. Hope to see you there. I love you lots. Lots and lots and lots of love. Amen. Namaste. Aho. Etc.